So 2020-2021 Europa League draw has taken place and we now know who is in which group. But which of the teams will make it through to the knockout stages? In this video, we're going to take a look at my early door predickaroonies for Group E. Show today, we're taking a look at the early door predictions coming at you out the Europa League, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Europa League related, world football related. We're going to all hear under one Roski. That's right. In these next few videos, over the next few days, we'll take a look at each and every one of the groups at the 2020-2021 Europa League. But before, again, we jump into the deep end, a big shout out to the Patreon gang. That's right, you know who you are, the VIP exclusive gang. And recently, we've just got ourselves up to 19 patrons. So a big shout out to Michael Cotton, who did join the gang just the other day. And also a big shout out to the Mexican Sniper. You know who you are, the VIP exclusive gang. He did up his pledge quite recently. So a big shout out to him. And of course, the fantastic brothers from another mother out in the old Patreon gang. So do appreciate the support that you're doing. If anyone else is out there that wants to join the VIP gang, get in stock in the old description down below. There is a link, patreon.com/roverseas, and everything else is down there. My Twitter, my Facebook, and of course, details for the Patreon. But anyway, we're going to jump into the deep end now. So let's take a look at the clubs that will make up Group C then, shall we, as we have a look at that peccaroni. Here they come in their HD glory. That's right. In the top left-hand corner, we have coming out of Cyprus, AC Omonia, of course, managed by ex-Rovers legend Henning Berg, a title-winning legend, of course, a former Man United defender as well. They actually finished top of the pops out in Cyprus last time around. They play their football usually in front of 22,000 fans out in the GSP Stadium out in Nikosia. Can they compete with the big boys out in this group? What is it? E. Now, they are joined alongside them. Granada coming out of La Liga, of course. Now, this will be an interesting opportunity for Granada to really showcase their stature and maybe even one of the best of the rest out in La Liga. Finishing 7th last time around, managed by Diego Martinez, play the football in front of 19,000 fans usually at the Nuevo Los Carmelladas Stadium, of course. Alongside them will be PSV Eindhoven coming out of the Eredivisie, finishing 4th last time around, managed by Roger Schmidt, usually play the football in the Philips Stadium, which holds 35,000. And wrapping it up, also a Mediterranean club, it's PAOK coming out of Greece, who finished second out in the Super League out in France, managed by Abel Ferreira. They usually play the football at the Tumba Stadium, which holds 29,000 usually on a given day. Quick look at the odds on these bad boys for the group success. Currently, the favourite for this group is Granada 11-10, red hot favourites. PSV second favourites 6-5, with PAOK third favourites 5-1. Long shots is Omonia Nikosia, of course, managed by Henning Berg. Let's get into it. Of course, get into the deep end. Start with for the first matches. Of course, these are my early door pickaroonies. We'll have match day predictions on the channel when they come around. Starting off in match day number 1, it'll be PSV Eindhoven over in Granada at out in the Dutchlands, of course, taking place on the 22nd of October. Two favourites, of course, Lockett Horns, early doors, who was going to get themselves over the line with the very first victory. And I'm going to go with a draw on this one. Again, like the bookies say, they are the favourites. I don't think anyone wants to make a mistake in match day number 1, so I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. Meanwhile, out in the Mediterranean, chance for one of these two clubs to get themselves a commanding lead so far out in the group. I do expect a difficult trip or difficult trips for Omonia Nikosia on the road, and I do expect them to struggle in this group against some decent sized opposition. Granada and PSV on another level, PAOK maybe on a similar level at home in favour for Nikosia. They could probably get some points off of them, but ultimately, yeah, 3-1 loss. PAOK will take control out of match day number 1. Into match day number 2, Granada will take on PAOK, of course. So far, so good for both of these two clubs without a defeat so far. But Granada will upset the odds there for PAOK to make it a crashing back down to reality with a 2-0 win over in Spain. Meanwhile, back in Cyprus, Nikosia will take on PSV Eindhoven on the 29th of October. And again, I don't expect anything too much to get excited about for Nikosia. 2-1 loss, which will keep PSV's unbeaten start to the group stages alive. Meanwhile, they'll lock horns. Nikosia will lock horns with Granada again in Cyprus, and again it'll be another defeat for Nikosia as they tumble a 2-0 for Granada, who will make an unbeaten leap over in the halfway stage into match day number 4. Meanwhile, PAOK against a PSV, difficult one this one. PAOK looking good at the moment. What is their record so far? They're actually 1 win out of 2. Can they make it 2 wins out of 3? No, but they'll get a draw, which will put them in the conversation to maybe get over the line into second spot. PSV slipped up there to make it just 1 win out of the first 3. Of course, a couple of draws there. Ain't too bad a record so far. Into the match number 4, over the hump now. Granada taking on Nikosia, and again, it'll be another defeat, a convincing one as well, which will continue a fantastic spell of results there for Granada. 3 wins on the spin without conceding a goal as well. Meanwhile, PSV against PAOK over the line as well. A reverse fixture, of course, last round in Greece. It was 1-1 draw. Meanwhile, can it be going in favour of either way? Over in the Netherlands, I'm going with a 2-0 win for PSV on the 26th of November. So that, as it stands, heading into match day number 5, it looks like PSV and Granada have it all to lose. But the Lockhorns over in Spain on the 3rd of December, who's going to get control of this one? Of course, last time around they did meet in match day number 1, and it went all square, 1-1 in the end. But this time, of course, Granada at home will make it another clean sheet with a 2-0 win for Granada, which will probably put them through to the knockout stages. Alongside them, can PAOK get themselves back into the discussion? Can they take out Nicosia on their own turf? This is where I think Nikosia will get the result, and one and only result. But I think it's going to be too late for Omonia Nikosia. 1-0 win, which will get over the line, which will probably end it for PAOK. To be honest with you, I don't think they'll get over the line either. But they'll take on Granada at home. Of course, Granada looking good at the moment. 3 clean sheets on the spin. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4 clean sheets on the spin? 4 wins on the spin, but they'll make it 5, and they will concede a goal. PAOK will get a goal, but Granada will get over the line as group winners, it looks like, with PSV taking on Omonia Nikosia, looking for the runners-up spot, and they'll nail it with a 2-0 win in the end. And that is match day number 6 complete out in Group E, and this is what I think will happen. Of course, Nikosia will be at bottom of the pops with just 3 points out of a possible, 18? Meanwhile, into 3rd spot will be PAOK with just 4 points, just 1 point better off, actually. Meanwhile, PSV Eindhoven will come in there convincingly winners, or at least qualifiers, with 11 points out of a possible 16. Granada coming out on top, 16. It's actually 18 points that you're competing for. Granada coming out on top, of course, 16 points out of a possible 8. Just the 1 game dropped. That was in the first game against PSV. We already took a look at the odds for the group winners. What about the odds for the overall winners out of this? Well, we're going to start with Granada. They're actually 33-1 to lift the trophy. Of course, they've got a long way to go to do just that. PSV, where are you, PSV? They must be up there. Surely they must be up in the discussion as well. Trying to find them. PSV 50-1. Of course, long shots. What else do we have? PAOK. Where are they? They must be towards the back end of this, surely. PAOK actually 66-1, and of course Nikosia are actually long shots. 750-1. But that is it, my friends. That's what I think will happen out in Group E. Be sure to get your predictions nice and early down below, and we'll have a look at what you think will happen out in the Europa League. So that's it, my friends. That's what I expect to happen out in the Europa League in this group. Do you agree or disagree? Please sure to get your own predictions right in the comment section down below. We'll take a little look at them, of course. Once the qualifying campaign comes to a halt, we'll revisit all of these. We'll take a look at what you thought, take a look at what I thought, see who came out on top. Of course, be sure to give the video some love and smash that thumbs up, and of course, smash your subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. Bang the old little bell as well, as we try to keep up to date with all things Europa League related, boys and girls. We're going to cover it extensively, of course, match day by match day predictions when they come around, and also be sure to check out the old description links to my other social media platforms are in there, Twitter, Facebook, and of course Patreon if you want to support the channel in another way. That's the place to do it. There's also a link down on the bottom of the screen there. Till then though, be sure to give the video some love in. Stay safe out there. Looking forward to the Europa League. Hopefully you guys are too. Until then though, stay safe. See you soon. Until then, I'm out.